Hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is Taylor and I am so happy that you're here. So as you saw by the title of the video, I am budgeting and cash stuffing for our second paycheck in October. So let's just go ahead and get on into it. All right, let me go to a clean sheet. So this is, like I mentioned, our second paycheck in October. My husband and I, we do get paid every 2 weeks on the same day. So it makes it very easy to budget. So let's start with our date. It is, when did we get paid? Well, today is Saturday. So we both got paid yesterday. So 10/11. And you may not be able to see what I'm writing. So I'm gonna bring it over here because I'm a righty. So I might just have to do this. Okay, if you hear anything in the background, it's my mom and stepmom talking. There may be some dogs you hear too. I'm at my mom's house filming. So yeah. And let's get started with our income. So my husband, for the 2 weeks, he brought in $1,192. I brought in a little less than I thought I would, which is so much fun, $1,967. So let's go ahead and add up our total income. Oh, actually, let me add up one more thing. I'm glad I remembered. We also will be getting money from Lauren's dad, or I'm getting money from Lauren's dad for $287. So let's add up these three numbers. 1192 plus 1967 plus 287. And that's $3,446. It doesn't look like it's a glare to y'all, but to me it does. So I'm just making sure I write exactly what it says. I'm also looking at my computer over here on the side where I have my paycheck breakdown already completed, but I like to go through the whole process with you all. So we're working with $3,446. So let's first move to our bills or our fixed expenses. Of course, we have tithes, and that is always 10% of my husband and I's income. So 1,192 plus 1,967 is $3,159. So we're gonna do $316. Next thing up is rent. That's gonna be due on November 1st. And we are setting aside $1,183. So this is not our entire rent for November 1st, but we like to split it up. It's never split up evenly. It just depends on our income and also the expenses that we have for that specific paycheck. So for November 1st rent in this paycheck, all I'm gonna do is set aside $1,183 in another account we have. And then our first paycheck in November, we will get the remaining of our rent, which is $587, put these two together and pay our rent. So next bill is, since we are only working with bills that come out from October 16th to the 31st, the next bill is electricity, and that comes out on the 20th of this month, electric, and that is going to be $75. And then we have my husband's car, which is due on the 20th as well, and that is $442. We have renter's insurance, also due on the 20th. That is $18. Netflix due on the 22nd. And that is $27 whole. I was watching another budgeting video and she pays like $30-something for Netflix. So I guess it just depends, because I feel like my Netflix bill is high and then I saw hers and I'm like, what is Netflix doing? You know, like it's giving too much. It's giving too expensive. We have SeaWorld coming out on the 23rd. And that is $16. Car insurance, 24th. That is for $374. And then we have Peacock, which is due on the 28th. We love Peacock, and that is $4. And then we have my union bill, which is from my job. It's due not on a specific day of the month, it's just due bi-weekly, so I'm just gonna put bi-weekly. And that is $33. Okay, and I think that is all the bills we have. Yes. So let's add up these numbers here. We have 316, 1183, 75, 442, 18, 27 plus 16, 374, 4, and 33. And that gives us a total of $2,488. To get the remaining, we take $2,488 and subtract it by $3,446. And we have $958 remaining. So we're gonna move on to our daily spending. These are the categories that are in my wallet. So we have groceries. It is so hard to write with this thing. $300. Home stuff, which is like toiletries. You may hear my brother's dog. She is very upset because she doesn't get to come downstairs because my brothers are helping my stepmom like move some furniture. And if she gets in the way, then she just gets in the way. So she's not happy right now. So sorry if y'all hear that. $25 for home stuff. Eating out is getting $100. We have gas, which is getting $90. And this is cashless. So we're gonna put an asterisk right here. That means that I'm not taking cash out for this. For our gas, we spend it through our debit card. It just makes it easier for us. And we just track it, or I track it in my wallet. Next up is spending. That's getting $100. And remember, these numbers are for 2 weeks for my husband and I and Lauren. Next up, we have haircuts. This is for my husband, of course, $40. This is also cashless. All I do is transfer that money to him. And then we have blessings, which is getting $10. And that's to give to anyone we see in need. And then lastly, we have, well, not lastly, but miscellaneous, $20, and then unbudgeted, which is getting $0. We don't budget anything for unbudgeted. That's just anything unexpected that comes out that we didn't plan for. So I like to track that. Let's add up these. Yeah, you may hear my mom and stepmom talking. 300 plus 25 plus 100 plus 90, 100 plus 40 plus 10 plus 20. That's $685. To get the remaining, we subtract 685 from the 958 we had. And that is 273 remaining. Okay, so now we have to move on to our debts. So debt for these 2 weeks is going to be Affirm for $15. And then I have National Debt Relief, which is a debt settlement program. National Debt Relief for $215. And that is it. So let's add up 215 plus 15, which is 230. 230. Subtract it from 273. 43 remaining to put into sinking funds. So not a lot. So I'm going to write down the sinking funds that we're contributing to this paycheck, not all of them, because when I cash stuff, you'll see all the other categories that we're not contributing to right now. The only two we're contributing to is Lauren, because I mentioned last paycheck, we need to start saving up to get her some clothes and shoes. And then the remaining 20 is going to birthdays. And that's for my mom's birthday, which is on the 16th. $20 is not enough for her, but we'll figure something out. So in total, we have $43. 23 plus 20 is 43, which means we have 0 remaining, because 43 minus the 43 we had remaining was 0. Not a lot to put into savings at all. That's honestly how our paychecks have been for the last few months. Our paychecks basically take care of our bills, debt, and our needs. Nothing really goes into saving much, which I know it won't be like that forever, but that's just what we're working with now. Nothing for extra savings. And yeah, so that is our paycheck breakdown. So here is my denomination setup. I have already done this because I needed to go to the bank before I filmed this video. So I already figured all this out. Of course, gas and haircuts, those cash envelopes are cashless, so you will not see me stuff those. But every other category that is receiving cash, I wrote it down. I wrote down their amounts and I broke it up into denominations. That works for me. The next thing I did was, after setting up my denominations for each cash envelope, I added them all up. So I added up all the 50s, 20s, 10s, 5s, and 1s and their bill value. Then I copied and pasted it onto my cash teller slip, and this is what I gave the bank teller. So we have $200 in 50s, $320 in 20s, $40 in 10s, $25 in 5s, and $13 in 1s, for a total cash stuffing amount of $598. And that is what we are going to do now. So let's get on into it. All right, we have the cash in the cash tray. Let's first count it up to make sure it's $598, and then we'll get into cash stuffing my wallet. 51, 50, 200. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 320. 10, 20, 30, 40. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 of the most raggedy ones I have ever seen in my life. $598. Okay, let's go ahead and get into my wallet. So we are going to unstuff to see what we still have left from the prior 2 weeks, and then I'll let you know what we do with that money, and then we're going to restuff it with the money for this 2 weeks. So for groceries, the last 2 weeks we had a $300 budget. We have left 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 110, 120, 130, 135, 136, 137, 138. Okay, when is the last time we have had leftover money in groceries, at least over $100 worth? It's been a while. And when I say it's been a while, probably last year. And I know the reason why. It's because we went back to cash. Cash works. When we are just swiping our card for groceries, we're more inclined to spend. If we see the cash in our envelope, we start asking ourselves all these questions. Do we really need to go to the store? Do we really need what we think we need? Do we really need what we think we want? Before we go to the store, let's check what we have at home. Like, can we cook with the food we have at home? Yes. You know what I mean? It's like, because you want to see this cash stay in your envelope so that you can use it for something else. Like, now this money can go towards sinking funds or extra debt, right? The cash works, y'all. The cash works. That's all I'm saying. Like, this is our first time cash stuffing in a long time. Probably since last year. All we have been doing is using our card and tracking our expenses digitally. This is our first time cash stuffing, and we have over $100 left in groceries, which goes to show you that you really don't need as much as you think you need, or at least it goes to show us that we don't need as much as we think we need. But I'm glad that we have the money, you know, just in case we need it, because there's going to be some weeks where we need the full 300, and there's going to be weeks where we don't. Now, I do want to mention that during these 2 weeks, we were in a Hurricane Milton, and I live in Orlando, so we had a Category 1. Lauren was with her dad in Georgia for this hurricane. Still is with her dad. I pick her up tomorrow. But the only reason why she went with her dad was because there was a school holiday already, and then there was a hurricane. So it just made sense for her to go to her dad's, where she is more safer, and also she can, you know, have some fun with them. But even with buying like emergency preparedness foods and stuff like that, we still had over $100. And that would have still been the case if Lauren was here. So we love cash. Anyway, we are going to restuff this with 300. So 4 50s, which is this entire thing, and then 5 20s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 51, 52, 20, 40, 60, 83. Now, why are we still stuffing with 300? Because that is just the amount we have been using, and that is what has worked for us. Like I mentioned, this is the first time we have had leftover money in groceries. So if that continues to be the case, then we will decrease our grocery budget. But I want to give it some time to make sure this wasn't just a fluke, even though I don't think it was. Just want to make sure that we are budgeting correctly and we are making sure we have more than we need. So groceries, 300. Home stuff had 25. I used that all in Target because we had to buy some home stuff, some toiletries. Eating out, the last 2 weeks received 100. It has $20 and $21 left, which is great. Oh, I forgot to restuff it, y'all. I bet y'all are like, girl, what you doing? Home stuff has 25, so that's gonna get 2 10s and a 5. I'm over here still just like, we have $138 in groceries left over. 10, 20, and 25 for home stuff. And I think the only thing we need right now is like more toilet tissue. Eating out is receiving 100. That's going to be 5 20s. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 for 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Next is spending. We used all of the $100 in spending, and honestly, I used this $100 in spending probably the day after I stuffed it because I got my hair done and that was $100. No, my hair was $85 and then the $15 I think went to Lauren. But I'm grateful that we didn't spend any other money the remaining 2 weeks. Like, that takes self-control. So spending is getting 100 as well as 4 20s. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 2 10s. 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100. My husband does not spend a lot. When I say y'all, this man does not spend money. If he wants to spend money, he'll let me know in advance. Like, he's never out and say, hey, I need money. But I will just give him some of this cash just in case. If he spends it, you know, he spends it. That's what the money is for. But he don't spend money, y'all. And if he does spend money, he's with me and Lauren, and I just take it out of my wallet. Blessings. We did not get to bless anyone these last 2 weeks. I think it was with the hurricane, and then school was out for a whole week. We just really, honestly, I told my husband I didn't see anyone in need. So what I think I'm gonna do is give him half of the giving or the blessings, and then I take the other half just in case he sees someone, you know. That's what I'm gonna do. Oh, blessings, I keep forgetting, is receiving 10. We're gonna do 10 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. One of my supporters commented and said, why did you give 2 5s for blessings instead of all 1s? And I was like, you know what, she's right. Because I used to give all 1s because that's more people you can bless, right? So I decided to take her up on that and just do all 1s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'll give 5 to my husband and then I'll keep 5. And lastly is miscellaneous. So last video I told y'all that I left my miscellaneous envelope at home. Fun fact, I didn't have a miscellaneous envelope. So I literally went to my storage where all of like my old cash envelopes are that are just sitting in a drawer, and I took this one. And this one is actually from All Things Planned. That's my girl. All Things Planned, she made this for me when I ordered envelopes from her a while back. And so I just took it. Like, it doesn't match, but it works, okay? Because I'm not making envelopes right now. My Cricut is in the storage. Like, I don't plan on making envelopes. So I grabbed a miscellaneous envelope that I used in the past, and it works. It works. Miscellaneous had $20 the last 2 weeks. I've only spent $5, and I spent that $5 yesterday. And you wanna know what I spent it on, y'all? Which is miscellaneous, for real. So I was on Instagram and I was watching reels on Instagram, and there's this dude who impersonates Twilight characters like Edward and Bella. He had me cracking up in bed, and this was at like 11, 12 at night. He had me cracking up, and I was like, dang, I want to watch Twilight now. I thought they had all 4 Twilight movies on Netflix, but I guess they took it off. The only way I could watch it was on Amazon Prime, and it was $4.58. And I was like, dang, that sucks. But I bought it anyway. Of course, it came out of my card. So all I did was take $5 from this envelope and put it in my, I put it in my bank envelope to take it back to the bank to replenish my account. So that is why the $5 is missing. That is like truly miscellaneous though. That's like, girl, really? That's so random. But I needed to watch Twilight and it was so good. Now I'm like, I want to watch the other 3 movies, but that's going to cost me like $15. So I'm like debating on if I should do that. But anyway, so miscellaneous had 15 remaining. Put that in here and it's getting, how much is it getting? 20. So that's 4 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4. 420. So yeah, that is my miscellaneous spending for 2 weeks. As you can see, we did not spend a lot of money. Like we still have so much money remaining. Why am I going through these envelopes like this shows the money remaining? No, this is the money remaining. We still have so much remaining. And I'm so grateful because y'all see my budget with me. Like we barely had anything to put into savings. So you know exactly where this is going. All right, let's look at our gas spending tracker. For gas, we had $50 starting in the 2 weeks. My husband spent $40 and I spent $36. We had 14 remaining. That 14 stays in the checking account. Let's go to back to bank. So the money that needs to go back to the bank, this is money that I spent on my debit card that I took out of my cash envelope so I can replenish my bank account. So going back to the bank after this video is over, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 81, 82. Okay? Which is pretty good. And for coins, I have a couple of coins here. So when I get home, I'll put that in our coins jar. But that is our wallet. All stuffed and ready to be spent. So before I get into my sinking funds binder, I want to count up how much I had remaining from my wallet. Because like I mentioned, this is going into sinking funds. Savings right now is really, 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 it needs love. So I am so happy for leftover money. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180, 181, 182, 183, and 184. Usually I take out the ones and put it into like a $1 savings, but I think I'm gonna start that at the beginning of next year and just use whatever we have remaining to go into sinking funds. So I'm gonna put this in the cash tray. So initially we were supposed to stuff $43 in sinking funds, but now we have 43 plus what we just counted. Here's my sinking funds binder. Now these envelopes are from All Things Planned. Again, my girl Janika. She made these envelopes for me a while back when I created new categories for our budgeting journey starting over. If you've been with me for a while, you know that I had low priority, high priority, and bills binder. I still have them with all the envelopes in them, but right now with our budget being so tight, I just need to focus on what we need to focus on. So right now, 3 to 6 month expenses, back to school, birthdays, car maintenance, Lawrence College, Lauren's Needs, which has $16 in there from last paycheck. Medical Dental, Roth IRA, spending, that just covers a multitude of things. Summer, vacation, and then I added 2 envelopes from my low priority binder that I had. Holidays and Christmas. What I'm first going to do is give the 2 envelopes that I budgeted for the money that I budgeted. So we're gonna go to Lauren's Needs. It was getting $23, 20, 21, 22, and 23. And it's going to be added to this 16 here. If I go back and decide to add more money, then I will do that. But for now, we're just gonna add it. 20, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. I'm not gonna update any trackers yet until I finalize what I'm stuffing, because I didn't plan for the extra money I had for some reason. I don't know why I didn't. And then Christmas, $20. Now y'all know Christmas is in 2 months, and if this is all we have, that's not good. So Christmas. Luckily, my family and I, we do like a secret Santa, so only one person has to buy a gift for one person. We don't, well, excluding Lauren, everybody buys a gift for Lauren. So I would only have to buy a gift for one person, Lauren, and then of course my best friend and her kids, which is still, it still needs a lot of money, but at least it's not, you know, 10 people I'm spending gifts on. Okay, so 3 to 6 months, we're gonna skip that because I'm thinking about short term right now. Like Christmas is big, Lauren needs some clothes and shoes, and birthdays. Yes, my mom's birthday. And you know what is crazy? In my budget with me, I said that birthdays was getting $20, but I put on my denomination sheet, Christmas was getting $20. So sorry if that confused anyone. Birthdays is gonna get 50 from my mom. 20, 40, 50. And her birthday's in 5 days. Like I mentioned, I will update the trackers later. Car maintenance, we'll give it 5. Lauren's college, right now she has almost 8,000 in there. We're gonna leave it alone for now. It's very important to us, but like I said, we're thinking short term right now. Lauren's Needs, this girl needs clothes and shoes, like now. So I am going to put, she has 39. I'm going to put 50. I'm gonna put 50 in there, and then these ones. That's what I feel led to do. So she now has 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93. Thank God for leftover money. And I am not going to Target. Target is just too expensive. I don't think y'all have ever heard me say I'm not going to Target. I can't tell y'all the last time I set foot in Target. It's been a while. If I need to shop at Target, it's a pickup, because that helps me avoid miscellaneous spending. It's been working. Medical, dental, we're good. Lauren and I, we're good. My husband, he's good. we're all caught up on our appointments and things. Roth IRA, like I said, we are thinking short term right now. Spending, we'll put the 5 in there. Summer, we're thinking short term. Vacation, not going anywhere right now. Holidays, Thanksgiving is coming up. We have 40, 50, 60, 70 left. Thanksgiving is coming up. Thanksgiving's coming up. I'll put 20 in there. Christmas, and then we have, that's it. Yeah, Christmas is gonna get the rest. 20, 30, 40, 50. Which is pretty darn good. So I literally just kind of randomized that. 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, and Christmas. So now I just feel a little bit better having 70 instead of 20. Okay, so that is it, y'all. 3 to 6 months has nothing. Back to school, nothing. Birthdays, 50. Car maintenance has 5. Lauren's college has a lot in the bank. Lauren's needs 93, I remember. Medical, dental, nothing. Roth IRA. I have money in my Roth IRA. It's making money right now, but nothing stuffed. Spending 5, which I'm okay with because we have spending money in the wallet. Summer, nothing. Vacation, nothing right now. Holidays, 20, that's for Thanksgiving. Oh, and I need to get Lauren a costume for Light the Night, which is our alternative Halloween. I forgot about that. I'm glad I stuffed that. And Christmas has 70. So right now I am happy with where our sinking funds are. I'm grateful for that extra rollover money. And going forward, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try our best to keep our spending low in the wallet so that we can use it to cash stuff our savings. Yes, we could be putting it towards debt, but you always need savings. Even if you are on a debt-free journey, like we are again, you need savings. Because if you don't have savings, where is it gonna come from? You're gonna be forced to use your credit card, which is adding more debt. So you always need sinking funds, no matter what. All right, y'all, so that is it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for sticking till the end. I love y'all. God bless y'all, and I'll see y'all in my next video. All right, bye.